Support efforts in the fight against the spread of coronavirus in the country. As part of the board's corporate social responsibility, the Executive Secretary Ncdmb, Engineer Simbi Wabote, handed over ventilators to some hospitals in Bayelsa State. Take a look.
In a bid to support the efforts in combating the spread of the coronavirus across the country, the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, Ncdmb, handed over ventilators to some hospitals in Bayelsa State. The items were presented by the Executive Secretary Ncdmb, Engineer Simbi Wabote, to the Federal Medical Center, Dietokoki Memorial Hospital, as well as Toby's Clinic and Consultants. The Executive Secretary Ncdmb, Engineer Simbi Wabote, while expressing gratitude to doctors on their commitment in the fight against the pandemic, explained one of the reasons for the donation.
I recall when the COVID pandemic struck, we were seriously concerned for Bayelsa State because all Ncdmb staff live here in Yenagoa. And we were concerned that if we are not careful, this pandemic is going to adversely affect our staff and hence affect our ability to deliver on our services. So we decided to immediately collaborate with the government, and that paid off to a large extent. We donated medical equipment to the isolation center as well as ambulances. We did not only look at Bayelsa State, we looked at the region because we also have staff who live in Port Harcourt and in Delta State, and we did the same to those states. And we also went to the federal level to also provide our own token of palliative to the Presidential Committee on COVID-19, which was widely acknowledged.
Engineer Wabote also listed the equipment donated.
Today we felt, since this pandemic is not leaving us behind, it is here with us. Hopefully the doctors are working very hard and the scientists to see how they eliminate it. But while that is going on, how do we then support the medical facility that most of our staff utilize here in Yenagoa? So it is in the light of that that we have come today to donate to the medical center 3 units Sinovent ventilators, E3, 400 to 200 milliliters, complete with accessories, VT30, CAT, tube assembly, and oxygen masks. These are all well-rated ventilators. We commit that from time to time we will come and inspect the operability of this facility we are donating, because we are an organization that don't just walk away from our commitment.
The head clinical services at Federal Medical Center, Dr. James Omietimi, commended the board for supporting the state in the fight against coronavirus and promised that the equipment will be deployed effectively. The medical director at Dietokoki Memorial Hospital, Dr. Emmanuel Fetepegi, as well as Dr. Bonsom Bokolo, the medical director of Toby's Clinic and Consultant, also appreciated the board on its steadfast support towards the health sector. The Executive Secretary Ncdmb, Engineer Simbi Wabote, then commissioned the newly built ultra-modern critical care center at Toby's Clinic and Consultants. The Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, Ncdmb, continues to support effort in the fight against the spread of coronavirus in the country as part of its corporate social responsibility.
And that's it from us this week. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, the ideal local content's penetration is not a sprint, but a marathon that requires focus and tenacity to ensure its implementation. COVID-19 is still very much with us. Do not let your guards down. So wash or sanitize your hands regularly. Wear a face mask and maintain social distancing in public places. Until next week, I am Priya Paka.